Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you a deflector build that you can use. I've tried quite a few deflector builds. I tried one with Foundry and I didn't like it. I've tried a few and this is probably the one that I like the most. So let me take you through the build. Okay, so on here we're going to be running two pieces of Brazos. So one piece gives you 10% skill haste and the second piece gives you a skill tier. We have armor, skill damage, armor regen, and protection from elites gear mod. So everything is going to practically have the same attributes and core. For the chest piece, I have a Brazos, armor core, armor regen, skill damage, and protection from elites, with a talent called kinetic momentum. When in combat, each skill generates a stack while active or not on cooldown. Stacks increase your total skill damage by 1% and total skill repair by 2%, up to 15 stacks per skill, lost when on cooldown. So when we're at full stacks, we get 30% skill damage and we get 60% skill repair. So with the deflector, okay, so when you put skill damage on, it increases basically the deflection of the bullets coming from the enemies. Okay, so your deflector will do more damage when you have more skill damage on them. That is why we have skill damage on here. For the holster, I'm running the named Claws Out holster that gives me 10% skill damage. On here, I have an armor core, and this comes with two attributes already, so melee damage and pistol damage, and I have skill damage rolled onto there. So you're gonna have a lot of trouble trying to get this piece. This is actually quite a hard piece to get, especially with these rolls. So I got pretty lucky and got this piece here. If you don't have this piece, I'd highly recommend having, maybe you could have just a normal wave and wear with armor and armor regen and skill damage on there if you don't have the claws out on there. Okay, so that's another alternative. For my glove and my knee pads, they are the exact same pieces. They are improvised pieces. So I'm trying to optimize these two pieces, and these have the same roles: armor core, armor regen, skill damage, and a protection from elites gear mod. And the knee pads is armor, skill damage, armor regen, and a protection from elites gear mod. For my last piece, I'm running the Memento backpack that comes with 3 core attributes: weapon damage, armor core, and skill tier. On here, I have a protection from elites gear mod, and the talent is kill confirmed. So enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provide both a short-term and long-term buff, and first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, 5% skill efficiency. So that's pretty much your short-term buffs, and then the long-term buffs are: for every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds, maximum 30 stacks. So at full stacks, we get 30% weapon damage. We also get 30% skill efficiency. Skill efficiency gives you 30% skill damage, 30% skill haste, 30% repair skills, 30% status effect. So anything that is a yellow attribute, you will get 30% of. For armor regeneration, we also get 3% armor regeneration. Okay, so this is when you're at full stacks. What I like about this version of the build is that because when you're using a deflector and they're elites, you will get, they aim for your head. They don't aim for your shield, they aim for your head. With other versions I've tried, such as the Foundry, I feel like there wasn't enough protection from elites and I was just getting dropped. With this, you have a lot of survivability, okay, because we have, I think, 65% protection from elites on here. So let me just show you. I think I might have actually passed it. There we go. 65% protection from elites on the build. So that gives us survivability. Okay, plus we have 6 armor cores. Okay, so we're pretty tanky as well. We've got 3 skill tiers. So we're getting a skill tier from the Memento. We're getting a skill tier from the 2 Brazos pieces, because 2 gives you a skill tier. And we have a skill tier from the specialization, the technician specialization. Okay. Also, what I like about this build is that the Memento really gives it a buff, and the kinetic momentum. When you're at full stacks, you get a lot of repair and you get a lot of skill damage, and plus a combination of the Memento fully stacked you can do a lot of damage with the deflector and a lot of damage with your weapon, and we have a lot of survivability because we get 3% armor regeneration, and we have a lot of armor regen stacked onto this build. Okay, for my skills, of course, we're going to run the Deflector and we're going to run the Artificer Hive. So the Artificer Hive is really good because it keeps our Deflector shield up. So it basically repairs the Deflector shield. So if you watch my gameplay, I might either put it before this or after. I think I'm going to put it after. So after you've watched this, check out the gameplay. I'm playing on Heroic for Directives, and my shield rarely goes down because the Artificer is keeping it alive. So we get a lot of repair skills. So because we get a lot of repair skills, getting skill efficiency and repair skills from the kinetic momentum, that actually increases the quality of repair that is going towards the Deflector shield, and which is keeping the Deflector shield from not getting destroyed, really. And on top of that, our weapons, we have the Kingbreaker and we have the Mop. Both guns have perfect. So the Kingbreaker has perfect flatline, amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulse enemies. After 2 kills, applies pulse to the next enemy you hit. So you can attach a linked laser pointer. This comes from the Technician, so you need to actually have the specialization Technician on to unlock the linked laser pointer. And I have the Mop for armor and kill, and I have flatline on there, so you can attach the linked laser pointer onto here as well. For my weapon, this is the weapon that you're going to mainly be using, is the Liberty Exotic Pistol. So Liberty or Death hits grant 2% weapon damage, stacks up to 30 times. Headshot consumes all stacks, repairing your shield for 3% per stack. So when you're full stack and you see your shield is about to get destroyed, when you hit that headshot, you will see your shield will go to full health again. Okay, so you don't have to wait for cooldown. So this is a good last resort in case your shield does break, or say your Artificer is being used. What's good about this combination here, the Deflector and the Artificer, is that to proc kinetic momentum, all you have to do is have your shield out, and you don't even have to drop your Artificer. You can just have it holstered, and the repairs will still go to your Deflector, and you can still stack up kinetic momentum, which is actually pretty insane. Okay, so let me just show you in the shooting range. One reason I'm also using the Technician is that you can choose which one, but you can actually get 10% skill damage as well. The reason we need to use Technician is you get the Artificer Hive with the Technician, so this is a tier. Okay, and we get 10%, 12% damage to drones, skills, proxies, and robotics, and we get the extra skill tier, which is pretty handy. So let me just show you the stacks working up. So I tried so many Deflector versions, and this one is probably my favorite. With a lot of survivability, you have a lot of damage from both your Deflector and your pistol. Elites don't do as much damage to you. So can you see my Artificer is still being used, and kinetic momentum now is already fully stacked. So right now we already have 60% repair skills and 30% skill damage. Okay, so we're doing more damage with a Deflector already. And don't forget, if we pick up momentum stacks when we're at full stack, we are going to be pretty much OP, which is pretty nice. Okay, so that's pretty much the build, guys. I actually haven't tested this in Legendary. I would like to see, I might actually try it. I think this would actually be good on Legendary. I've not tested it myself. I don't really like using the Deflector shield on Legendary. But if I'm bored and I'm doing heroic content with maybe 4 or 5 directives, this is a pretty fun build to use. Okay, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Peace.
Reinforcements.
They may have backup!
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Yes, agent, please! You have no chance!
Get away from me!
Heavily armored
I'll kill you with my bare hands! My armor shot to pieces!
Come on!
Can't take much more! Ah!
You can't touch me! Get away from me!
Keep it up!
Detecting additional hostile contacts.